What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of ENA We Got Time. I'm here with a very, very special guest, Mr. Myles White, former NFL player and current SMU coach. Say what's up to the people, man.
Man, what's good? What's going on, everybody?
All right. At what age did you start to take football serious? Like, what age were you like, man, I can make a living out of this, and it won't just be a hobby or something you like to do. You can actually, make a career out of it.
For me, it was a little different. I was always like a basketball player. And, I was a multi-sport athlete guy, ran track. So I didn't really understand how good I was at football until about the 10th grade. Because I was just playing in the neighborhood and playing, amongst the people Little League and, the area guys. And then once you start going to these regional camps and you start seeing, where you stack up amongst guys who are highly recruited or highly touted. And that's where I kind of understood, like, oh, okay, I can go to college for this. If he's going to college, I'm definitely going to college, And then my game took another step when I was in college where, I was a freshman and I was killing a lot of the older guys, and I started seeing those guys get drafted. And that's when I kind of understood, like, hey, I got a legit shot to get paid to do this,
Okay. Coming out of high school, what made you decide to come play football all the way in Louisiana? That's kind of far.
Well, it wasn't my first choice. I went to Michigan State my first 2 years, and ran into some trouble, got kicked out. I was a knucklehead, and went to a JUCO in Mississippi. And, I figured out life's better with no snow, and my JUCO coach asked me, like, do you want to go back up north or do you want to stay down south? Because that's kind of where he was going to start directing my recruiting. So I told him I wanted to stay in the south, and Sonny Dykes, who I work with now, was the head coach at Louisiana Tech, and he came up, and him and Rob Likens visited the school and, visited my mom's house, and that was it. It was done for me. Louisiana was a good spot, and that's where it was.
Okay. Going undrafted, how did it feel when you finally got the call from the Packers, and what was that first camp like?
So it was cool for me. The Packers had showed interest throughout my process, and a lot of teams had. I had 10 opportunities to sign a contract, so it was kind of cool because I got to pick the exact situation I wanted to be in. Mm-hmm. So I was happy either way. It didn't matter if I was with the Packers or whoever. I was just happy to get the opportunity. But that first camp, I remember just how focused I was, man, and how dedicated I was to it. But the thing that separates a lot of guys is, they think they want to play football, but they don't want to do what it takes to enjoy that success. And at the NFL level, man, you got to come to work every single day. It's never just, I'm going to play when the lights get on, because that's not the evaluation that they're doing. Every day in the NFL, they're evaluating your talent every single day. How do you stack up at, on Tuesday's practice versus Monday's practice, and that's the thing. You just got to bring it every day.
Okay. Who do you think helped you the most in your career? Playing receiver, going undrafted. Who really helped you hone your craft, and what are some inspirational players, or players you just looked up to that you had a chance to play with or against?
As far as just who helped me, it's been a ton of people, man. Obviously my parents have done a great job. I had a twin brother who was with me every step of the way. He ended up playing 7 years in Canada, and we went to Michigan State together. My younger brother went to Michigan out of high school, so we come from a pretty big sports family, and the standard was set pretty high.
But I'm seeing that.
Yeah, but the coaches I've had over the years, man, just every single coach has just given me something to where I can hone in and just get better, on a daily basis. It could be Don Treadwell at Michigan State or Rob Likens. Edgar Bennett, he's at Oakland now as a receiving coach. Adam Henry, he's at the Dallas Cowboys as a receiving coach. Sean Ryan, the list goes on and on, man.
Okay. What about players?
Players-wise, when I was a rookie, I came into the league, and there's guys who took me under their wing because they saw how I went about practice. Like James Jones, Jordy Nelson.
Nice.
Who else? Tremont Williams, he did a lot for me because we both went to La Tech, and his wife was my then girlfriend at the time. It was just a very, very nice person to have, kind of just showing me the ropes, and just telling me what I needed to do to make the team.
Nice. Okay. What are some of the harshest conditions you think you played in?
Yeah, I played in negative 6-degree weather. I played in rain, sleet, snow. The game that comes to mind is probably 2013, when I was my rookie year versus the Packers, or versus Atlanta when I was with the Packers. And the snow was so bad you couldn't even see the ball thrown. All you just saw was the ball last second in your face, and you had to react to it. But that was probably as bad as it would get. It was like a blizzard nationally. I think in that same time, Philadelphia and Detroit were playing. They had like 2 feet of snow on their field. We had a foot of snow. But yeah, that's probably the closest one that comes to mind.
Okay. After playing in the NFL for a couple of years, what ultimately led you to go to the CFL? I know you said your twin brother played there. Did he have anything to do with you going there, or you went there first? So just give me a quick rundown of how that went.
Yeah. I mean, he was a large part, probably about 85% of the situation. I didn't want to stop playing football, and the CFL was an opportunity to continue to do so. Obviously, my brother was there, so that was a big reason of why I wanted to keep playing. And it was just a good situation. Now, I don't recommend it for everybody. Certainly my career was short-lived up there. Not, and that's just because I was getting older and wanted to make a change, back here in the States with my family and be more of a family man. But, yeah, I mean, it's a good league, competitive league, and it's got its own set of rules.
Okay, got you. What are some business endeavors, now that, you hung the cleats up, you want to pursue or currently pursuing? I know you mentioned, you're a coach at SMU. That's great, man. Is there anything else you have going on? Or
So we got a bunch of stuff going on, and when I say we, my fiance and I, we work together and just try to make this thing, go as high as we want it to go. But I have a business. It's Peak Performance Logistics. It's up in Lansing, Michigan. Anybody who needs a job, let me know, so we can plug you in if you're in the Lansing area. But we're partnered with Amazon, and we work together and do some of the logistics for them, and also some other companies as well, local businesses and such. But yeah, that's mainly the thing. Just investing the money and taking care of the stuff that that you can get. Real estate's a big thing of mine. We got a house here in Frisco and some property in Atlanta, and we just try to make the most off of those.
Nice. What's one thing football taught you that you'll keep with you probably for the rest of your life?
Man, that's a tough one because people ask that question all the time, and I probably can't just say one. When I tell my guys, when I talk to my receivers now, I try to tell them 4 things that I've really picked up from the NFL level, what it takes to be successful, not just in a football mindset, but in just life period. And that's, first is hard work. Can't get anything done without hard work. That's the bare minimum just to get in the door. You have to have an extreme work ethic, right? The second thing is focus. Everybody wants to work hard, but not everyone can keep that focus and keep that discipline to do the same routine day in and day out, and not drink, not smoke, not party, not get distracted from what your main goal is, right?
Definitely.
The third thing I would have to say is mental toughness.
Mm-hmm.
Mental toughness, obviously, you're going to fail more times than you succeed. And so definitely I know it holds true as a football player. So if you're not ready to mentally handle that failure and that process of getting better, 1% better every day, then it's probably not for you. And then the last thing, which probably is the most important thing, is execution, right? You know, if you can't execute at a high level, it doesn't mean nothing. You know, you can work hard, you can be extremely focused, you can be extremely mentally tough, but if you can't get it done when it's time to get it done, it doesn't matter. And so those are probably the 4 things that I've been able to carry with me from football just throughout the years of me playing, from when I was in 4th grade all the way up until the age of 27, 28, that I've been able to carry on to my next phase of life.
Man, that's great, man. Real quick, kind of off subject. How would I happen to get one of your jerseys when you were with the Giants? Because I remember watching you preach. I like what you were doing, man. I did an interview with I don't know if y'all were there at the same time, Dominic Rogers-Camardi.
Yeah, I know DRC. That's my guy.
Yeah, I interviewed him a couple of months back. I got to get with him. I got to get me one of his jerseys, too. I'm saying, when would I be able to find that? I was looking.
I don't know. I don't even know, man. I know they gave me like my jerseys from when I played. I got them in the closet, about to hang them up. But I wish I could tell you. Maybe NFL.com. They still might have me on the shelves, but it's been a minute, so I doubt it.
You know, when we get offline, you know, maybe we could talk a little bit. I mean, you don't need all of them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, man. You're right.
Man, hey, look, this has definitely been a pleasure. Like I said, I'm actually a Giants fan, and you know, having a guy that got watched a guy play with the Giants for a little while, being able to interview him, this one's real near and dear to me. And I really want to thank you for taking the time out your day to really let me give me and the people who are going to watch this an inside look on, you know, how your career was in the NFL, and also what are you doing now.
Well, hey, man, I appreciate you having me on, and the pleasure is mine, man. Because you know I'm an old man now. I'm long and forgotten, has been. So you know I appreciate you reaching out.
Stop it. Hey, man, look, once again I want to thank you for the opportunity. This is Ian, ladies and gentlemen, and we out. We got time. See y'all later. Thanks again, man.
All right now.